man. You better not be doing any of that time traveling stuff with your papa. You tell him I do not approve.
Hey, kiddo. What's your mother screaming about now?
Oh, she was just telling us to be safe in our travels today. Speaking of which, Papa, where are we going?
Well, today is the second Saturday in July. So we're going to venture down to the Pine Barrens for a hike and witness the celebration of who the locals call the Mexican Charles Lindbergh. Do you even know who Charles Lindbergh was?
No, and why should I care about him?
It's just a piece of New Jersey history that outside of locals, not too many people know about. Besides, it was another reason I could use with your mother to get you out of the house. Look, there's the parking lot up ahead.
Papa, look at all these people, and what is that strange monument doing in the middle of these woods?
That 12-foot obelisk? It's a memorial to Emilio Carranza. He's the Mexican Charles Lindbergh. And that's the place where they found his downed airplane in 1928. You know, outside of that, I don't know much more myself. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'll go grab the cane.
You are listening to The World According to Mr. Bob, a historical fiction educational podcast based on true life events. Some sounds and language may be inappropriate. Listener discretion is advised.
Attention, Mr. and Mrs. America! We have just received confirmation that Mexican Air Force Captain Emilio Carranza, the Mexican Lindbergh, has crashed his airplane in the desolate Pine Barrens of Wharton State Park in central New Jersey. The 22-year-old pilot died after his plane went down in a thunderstorm following his highly successful goodwill flight from Mexico City to New York City.
Hey, Papa. I'm getting really good at these re-entries.
Please, kiddo. You can't tell your mother. She'll chew me up and spit me out if she finds out we're time traveling again. Anyway, check it out. This is 1928, and we are on Fifth Avenue at a parade in New York City. And this place is going crazy. Look, there's Captain Carranza at the podium. Listen.
Hola, damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, muchas gracias. Thank you so much, but as much as I would like to stay in Nueva York and enjoy the fiesta, my government has summoned me home. So I will refuel my avion and make my way back to Mexico tonight.
But Papa, isn't there a big storm rolling in tonight?
Yes, McKinley, you are witnessing history.
Again, muchas gracias to all my new amigos y amigas. Viva la Mexico and the United States! And now I must go!
Just like that, McKinley, he was gone. He flew his plane directly into that fierce thunderstorm. They found his plane the next day, crashed in the forest. He was lost, but his legacy lives on here amongst the locals.
Wow. You know, Papa, these re-entries are just like body surfing. I love it. Where are we off to next?
Well, since we're down this way, I thought we would just take a ride over to the village of Batstow and check out another piece of history in the Pine Barrens.
Okay, so this is Batstow, a big old mansion and a bunch of buildings. And again, why should I care?
Well, you should care. This place played a big part in our American Revolution. You see, the land here in the Pines is very rich in iron ore. And since 1766, they've been mining the ore and using it for a variety of things, from cannonballs to iron kettles. Well, what do you think, kiddo? You got one more adventure in you before you head home?
Come on, Papa. You know me better than that. Let's go.
Going once, going twice, sold, and this once proud estate has been sold to Mr. Joseph Wharton on this day in 1876 in the year of our Lord.
My good man, it is with a heavy heart that I find myself buying this once great bastion of industrialism out of receivership. With a great deal of TLC, however, I believe I can return this village back to its profitable days, all the while giving my family a safe and relaxing refuge from the city.
Well, Mr. Wharton, I'm convinced you are doing a noble thing. I know the Richards family who have owned this property for the last 92 years, through 3 generations, and they will be thrilled to know that not only do you plan to restore the property for your family's use, but to resurrect the iron ore business as well.
I have a great vision for this property. I foresee an entire village functioning for the good of the whole. Look around. A beautifully clean, lazy river and abundance of natural resources. Who could ask for more? I see my family growing and even thriving here. Besides, we could use a country getaway to escape the maddening crowds that have overwhelmed Philadelphia for its centennial celebration.
Mr. Wharton, with your vision and financial resources, Batstow will once again rise up as the great gentleman's farm in the Garden State of New Jersey.
Mr. Jones, may I have a word with you about the progress on the mansion?
Yes, sir, Mr. Wharton. What can I help you with?
Well, Mr. Jones, as you know, I intend to bring my family down from Philadelphia to this wondrous haven in the forests of New Jersey to escape the heat of the city for the summer. I need to know if the renovations to this once ornate mansion will be ready for its new family.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wharton. We are still on schedule and budget. The abundance of wood this place affords us, combined with your foresight to build a sawmill on site, has made this entire project a real joy.
Glad to hear that, my good man. Carry on. Mr. Sullivan, may I have a moment of your time? I am sure you are well aware that this iron ore business is the bread and butter of this entire estate. And checking the numbers, I'm afraid your production has been declining over the past months.
Mr. Wharton, I'm well aware of our declining production, but I'm afraid after 200 years of mining the banks of the Batstow River that there's just no more iron ore left in the bog. May I suggest possibly another mineral to mine?
And what might that be?
Sand. The sand in this forest is so fine it would make excellent glass. And look around, there's certainly enough of it. What do you think?
An interesting proposition, Mr. Sullivan. One I will have to ponder a little more. I will get back to you. Thanks. So, Mr. Donahue, just the person I was looking for. Now that we have cleared these 10 acres of lumber needed for the mansion and the workers' bunkhouse, what are your thoughts on how we could use this parcel now?
Sir, given its proximity to the creek and the current soil conditions, it'd be very easy to flood this land and grow cranberries.
Another excellent proposition. Please, bring a detailed proposal to our management meeting next week.
I'm anxious, sir, about all the possibilities of expanding this farming operation and continuing to make good use of all this land, Mr. Wharton. We could do great things here.
I believe we could. And with your vast knowledge of farming, I'm convinced maybe we should.
Thank you, sir. I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Mr. Wharton, check this out. It's our first piece of mail with the Batstow postmark. I told you we could do it.
Postmaster Bailey, with your help and with everything we have going on here, the village of Batstow will soon be on the map.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wharton. That would be the highlight of my postmaster career. Best of luck on the enterprise you're building here.
Papa, that was so cool. We were able to watch that whole scene, and they didn't know we were there.
I know, right? It's a new feature of the time machine I've been working on. I call it inconspicuous conveyance. And from now on, we'll be able to observe and record history and not worry about being seen or out of place. But other than that, what did you think of Batstow and the Jersey Pine Barrens?
In the beginning, Batstow was a little rough, but after Wharton bought it and transformed it into this village, I'm kind of blown away.
At its peak, this place had a grist mill, a general store, a blacksmith shop, a sawmill, and bunkhouses for his workers. Over time, Wharton expanded the mansion to what you see now. Even added that post office. There were over 30 buildings here in the middle of the Pine Barrens.
What the? Papa, look at the time. We really have to go.
Yo, kiddo, not a word of this to your mother, or neither one of us will ever see the light of day again.
No worries, Papa. Our secret is safe with me.
The World According to Mr. Bob is produced by Bob Staniszewski and Adam Staniszewski. Recorded and mixed at Crooked Lane Sound in Cherry Hill, New Jersey by audio engineer and sound designer Adam Staniszewski. Episode number 9 of Season 2 was written by Bob Staniszewski and is titled The Pine Barrens. It features Ashley Ranshaw as McKinley, the granddaughter. Allen Harris is Joseph Wharton. Leo Figueroa plays Emilio Carranza. Brett Slavin performs the news anchor. Daniel Latch plays the auctioneer. And Daniel Flynn, Jack Dager, and DJ Kawczynski are Mr. Jones, Mr. Sullivan, and Mr. Donahue. Mr. Bob's graphics were designed by J.R. Farrell at Promotional Graphix, Doylestown, PA. The theme songs are provided by Doug Maxwell and E's Jammy Jams. For a full list of character and musical credits, please check out our website, theworldaccordingtomrbob.com. And while you're on the internet, please follow our Facebook page for updates. Hit the like and subscribe buttons on our YouTube channel. And if you want to advertise or sponsor the show, please email us at worldofmrbob@gmail.com. I'm Danielle Byrne, announcer extraordinaire. Thank you for listening, and please tune in to the next exciting episode of The World According to Mr. Bob. This has been a Moon Ranger production.